Hello, my name is Jan Mattes. I'm Chief Product Manager for Mobility in SAP Business ByDesign, and I'm now going to give you a labs preview about our future ByDesign mobile smartphone app. So basically, we are currently reworking our smartphone apps. You know that old app you see on the right-hand top corner, the old orange ByDesign app. That'll be replaced by a new smartphone app and provide new capabilities. And for sure also a new look and feel. Let's start the app that you get a vivid impression how that'll be looking like. Let me log on here. So at the start you recognize the launchpad. That looks quite the same as you know it from our desktop UI already. So there are a couple of tiles representing apps that we have here. And you see also embedded KPIs. So let's say a couple of KPIs which I have designed, like the marketing generated revenue. And on the bottom, you see a couple of more apps for field service, for reporting, and for account management. Let's have a look first into the My Expense Reports, a self-service app which basically enables employees to enter their expense reports. What you see here is an expense report I created. It's basically hotel cost, which I had here. And of course, I could also take a photo and then attach that as a file here to my device. And as soon as I release it, basically it will then reach my manager, who then can approve either by his smartphone approval apps or using the standard desktop UI. Additionally, you will be finding in the future, hopefully, apps like Create Shopping Cart and probably a couple of more. Let's have a look into one of those KPIs. It's basically the marketing generated revenue, a KPI which has been defined by my organization, which measures the success of my marketing campaign. So the amount of money which has been generated by a campaign. You see a target value, you see the current value, also the reference value for, let's say, from the last year and its deviation. Look and feel is quite the same as on the desktop. That's basically one of the big values we have here. You define a KPI only once for the desktop, for the tablet, or for the smartphone, and can consume it on various devices. Let's go deeper, have a look into the account management. This is the My Contacts app, basically enabling you to see all of your contacts. And if I open such a contact here, then I see the details. I can directly trigger communication like emails or phone calls, and I would also be able to see the CRM activities which have been created for that person, so you see really what has been communicated with that contact in detail. And that app will of course be referenced by also other apps. For instance, by the field service and repair order pipeline app that is basically intended for service engineers which do, let's say, repair jobs out in the field. They can receive their service orders here. This is the list of my service orders which I have received, and if I go into such a service order, then I see to what date is the requested date, the status. I see also the link to the contact person, and if I tap here on the name of that contact person, I end up exactly where I just started in the Accounts app, in the Contacts app, and then see that contact information. With one tap, I go back into that order. I can see the items. It's a repair job basically. And if I have done the confirmation of those items, either using my smartphone or any other device, I would also then see those and basically also the invoices which have been triggered by that. Finally, we want to enable also route planning. So if I would select here multiple of those orders or just one, then I can go here into the route planner. And our plan is basically that Google Maps will then come up and show also the way I have to travel, taking my current location into account. And if I tap here on that little arrow on the top, then Google Maps will open up, and you can then basically navigate using Google Maps standalone. And again, with one tap, I go back into my app, I close that, and go back to the Launchpad. So let's have a quick view also in the analytics. So besides the KPIs, you can also embed any kind of report to your smartphone. This is just 4 examples I added here for myself, and you can basically decide which of the views in your report in the desktop shall be appearing on the mobile. So I did this here for the campaign analysis. So you see that is the view I selected for the smartphone. And if I tap here on one of the bars, then I see a sales order volume of 17,000 US dollars has been generated by that campaign, new product launch. You could also see the number of target group members. And if I want, I can also change the chart type here on my smartphone. Last but not least, you can also personalize the appearance of your Launchpad and add and remove tiles. So if I click here on the X, then the shopping cart would go away. And well, basically, I can also add here new functionalities. Let's say another app, which I did not yet activate for the usage on the smartphone, or any kind of KPI which has been made available by the key user analytics for me. I can activate and then simply apply. And with that, I have a new KPI added. So here's the overview amounts. I need to save my personalization and then stop the personalization mode. And then it's basically done. So as mentioned, this is just an outlook. This is not yet available for customers. We hope to deliver the first of those apps end of 2018. So stay tuned for more videos and for more cool functionalities.